we've known for a little while now that there's actually a couple of Fred Astaire movies coming. One with Tom Holland, which is the one we're going to focus more on right now. But there's another one with Jamie Bell coming out at the same time. But we've been looking at this one with Tom Holland, Spider-Man, who is, of course, he's a song and dance man, Tom Holland. One of the greatest YouTube clips you will ever watch is I almost said Tom Arnold. Tom Holland.
That's a different
That would be a different video altogether. Is Tom Holland dressed in black lingerie dancing to Rihanna's Umbrella. It is one of the best video clips you can watch on YouTube. If you have not seen it, you should go find it. But anyway, he's going to be starring in this Fred Astaire thing. And we now have a director. According to reports, Paddington director Paul King has been tapped. He will be directing the new Fred Astaire movie with Tom Holland. But what's also interesting about this is who the writer is. The writer is Lee Hall. Now, he's an Oscar-nominated writer. He wrote War Horse, which he got nominated for an Academy Award for. He wrote the Elton John biopic Rocket Man, which was terrific. But what's really notable here is he wrote Billy Elliot. And if I'm not mistaken, did Tom Holland not star in a stage production of Billy Elliot? Here's the other interesting thing. The other Fred Astaire movie stars Jamie Bell, who starred in Billy Elliot. So you got a little bit of a connection there with Lee Hall, Paul King. I think that's really fascinating. Look, I'm not going to pretend that I'm super excited for this movie. But you added Tom Holland, who I think is a terrific performer. Even when he's in poor movies, I think he's pretty good. I love the Paddington movies. I think you make a third one, and if it's on par with the other two, it's one of the greatest trilogies of all time. I'll fight for that. I love that. You got an Academy Award-winning writer. All the pieces are there. So while on the surface, I'm not super looking forward to a Fred Astaire biopic per se, I got to tell you, man, the pieces of the puzzle they're putting together to make this movie make me at least a little bit curious to see how this will turn out. And then let's not forget there's another one coming too. But for now, we're focused on this one. Rob, you heard about this news. What do you think about Paul King directing this Fred Astaire movie?
Well, first of all, I'm a Fred Astaire fan. I mean, Swing Time, I remember getting it on Laserdisc like in the 85 or something. I love Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. So
they did like 10 movies together.
Yeah, and so I'm deliriously excited about this. It's interesting, like, why did these two, it's not like Fred Astaire hasn't been around for a long time, because he hasn't. Like, why now? I always wonder, like, how do these dual projects, how did Armageddon and Deep Impact happen? But now we're getting two Fred Astaire movies. And I'm like, great, bring it on. But now there's competition. Which one's going to be better? But the talent involved in both of them are great. I mean, I'm sure they'll both be good. Maybe they'll focus on different areas of his life. I don't know. But maybe one's going to be more like Rocket Man, where it's kind of a phantasmagoria. You'll have musical numbers and dance numbers recreated from the films that they were in. But I'm sure half our audience is like, who's Fred Astaire? But and that's not a slam. I mean, Fred Astaire was from the golden age of Hollywood. There's not a lot of reason anybody would know him, because, I mean, he was in Ghost Story in 1980, and he's also in one of my favorite Christmas specials, as an animated character in Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Well, wow, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, he's the narrator, but he's the best. I can't wait.
All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Tom Holland's Fred Astaire biopic now has a director, a great one, in Paul King, having done the Paddington films. They've got an Academy Award nominated writer writing it as well. Are you looking forward to this at all? Maybe it holds no interest for you. Whatever you guys are thinking, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things, but sometimes life gets you bogged down and you may feel overwhelmed or like you're not showing up in the way that you know you can. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you, because when you're feeling at your best, the challenges that life throws at you don't disappear, but you're more prepared to take on those challenges. Guys, I've been saying for a long time that we need to start prioritizing our mental health as much as we do our physical health. When we dedicate ourselves to going to the gym and looking after ourselves, we
We see that as a great step forward for us physically. Well, it's time for us to start taking care of ourselves mentally as well. So if you're feeling it's time to give therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. So if you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/Campea today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea.